Hi, my name is Austin Bullington. I'm a junior here at Ole Miss, and I'm currently enrolled in SRA 375. For our class project, we have an instructional video on how to do some type of sport or some type of skill. I've been cheering since I was about 15 years old, so of course, the skill that I wanted to show you how to learn to do today is how to do a backflip. So I know a lot of the time whenever you see people do backflip, it looks kind of scary, and even thinking about doing one might make your palms sweat a little bit, but I promise you, if you follow the instructions and you're safe, it's really not that difficult of a thing. First off, I want to say go ahead before you even do anything, and this goes with any sports exercise, go ahead and get yourself nice and stretched out. A lot of the times I just try to get my legs nice and loose, a couple stretches here and there, just to make sure that we're activated and we're ready to go. One thing that I also lightly like to recommend is that you do a few sit-ups before. Make sure your core is really engaged, because if this is your first time, you're going to need to know how to do that motion and use your actual core. So there's about 4 steps that we have whenever we are doing a backflip. The first step that we're going to have is to jump. Whenever you do a backflip, the easiest way to get over is to have the highest possible jump that you can, so that whenever you do that, it's a lot easier to get yourself over. If I barely jump and then have to pull, I'm probably going to end up banging my knees, and that's not fun, I promise. So, first step, obviously, jump as high as you can. Some exercises to supplement with this one would be doing about just some box jumps, 4 sets of 10 maybe. Try that all the time, and then keep going with that, and you should be able to jump a lot higher than you used to. Step 2 for how to do a backflip would be core. Like I said, you want to engage your core in this, and you need to know how. It's very, very important that when you're all the way up at the top, you have to snap your core to get your body to keep going over. If you can't engage your core, you're most likely just going to jump and end up landing on your back. And that is very, very dangerous. We never want to do that. So, first off, jump, second, core, and third, locked in. What I mean by when I say locked in is you want to have everything nice and relaxed and in a straight line. So whenever I go, I don't just want to throw my head back. I want to keep my head looking straight forward at the mailbox or whatever object you have in front of you, and I want to keep looking straight there, and whenever I go, I'm tucking, but I'm still looking. This allows me to not cut off my rotation and makes the flip as a whole lot smoother. If you go and you simply throw your head back, that's an indicator that your body has to follow what your head's doing, and it will. So whenever I go here, if I jump off the ground, throw the head back, I'm just going to try to flip over as fast as I can, and we never want to do that. So after that, we're going. Next part, pull. What I say by when I mean pull, you're going to be using your abs mainly to get your legs through. You can also cup your hands, put them under from the back of your knee, and pull that way. This is going to help you have a lot more power to keep going. And especially for the beginners, you want to have a lot more power than less. I promise you, it hurts a lot less that way. So you're going to go, you're going to pull, you're going to keep going, and then the next 4th step is going to be to spot. Like I said, you don't want to have too much power or too little power, so you want to be able to keep your eyes open and spot the ground on the way down. So I'm going, I'm pulling, I'm coming down, and I'm spotting, and at the very, very end, last one, stand up. It makes it so much prettier at the end when you stand up. If you just land and you're kind of fumbling around, it doesn't look nearly as good. And we do not want to look bad. The whole point of doing a skill is so we can execute it the best way that we possibly can. One other thing that I like to mention when talking about doing a backflip, and this is probably the most important thing, is that safety is always key. Do not do this if you've never attempted one or don't know how or don't have a professional with you. I always recommend before you get on the real ground, like I am right here, I'm on concrete, before you do that, try it on a trampoline. Go to one of those trampoline parks, play around, see what you can do. From there, I definitely would recommend getting a spotter, somebody like me, that knows how to flip you over and keep you going and make you not hit the ground, and then try it on the ground. And then from there it does reach the point where if you think you've got it, you probably do. So at some point you do have to just go for it, and it is scary, but I promise you, it's really, really cool and really, really fun whenever you can learn how to master it. So I definitely hope that this has helped you, and I learn how to do a backflip, and maybe even if you don't cheer, do a sport like I did, a cool celebration whenever you make a touchdown or whatever. But thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.